Okay, can we talk about this on the podcast?
I'm eating a gun.
No, dude. Don't eat a gun.
This sucks.
This doesn't suck. This is the high-flying life of podcasters / comedians, man.
Hi, everybody.
Remember we were just comedians? Remember those days?
Remember when we didn't have to be a fucking bicycle salesman in a one-legged town? Remember we didn't have to shovel shit uphill?
Do you know who did the voice of Krang in the 2014 live-action Ninja Turtles movie?
Famous?
Yeah.
John Malkovich. Gary Sinise.
Oh.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill is not a bad call.
A lot of voice acting.
Right.
Joker. He was the Joker.
Uh-huh.
Animated series.
Brad Garrett.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Would have never known. Would have never guessed. I love it.
These Ninja Turtles, you got to watch out, ladies. They got 4 fingers, it's enough to steal your purse.
I'm so sick of being just a brain. Robert. No, he's Robert.
Yeah.
Raymond. Get me a body.
I'm just a brain.
If I have to just keep on being a brain, I'm going to eat a gun.
I'm a brain on the ground, crawling around. I'm covered in slime.
He's leaving cerebral fluid everywhere he goes.
Krang.
Where do you want to go, Krang?
Krang. This isn't a podcast.
It counts.
It doesn't count, man. Hey,
Odd.
this is America's, as of today, 218th favorite podcast.
So you don't like to do anything to help the pod except for check in on the numbers.
That's why I'm helping out. I'm spreading the word.
You plugged in a thing or two.
I'm out there, man. Joseph Rogan's a big-time listener. He loves us.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's always listening. He gets his pump on. He says that the only thing that gets him out of that cold plunge is knowing that he can listen to Chubby Behemoth on the treadmill.
CP, cold plunge.
Hey, watch
CB, Chubby Behemoth. You stripped your bed.
I did strip my bed because I only brought 2 socks this weekend.
You're so dumb. You thought we were at an Airbnb, and you're like, "You're supposed to strip the bed."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Okay, we are in a courtyard."
I was in there hand washing the towels in the sink.
You had an old wash basin.
A lot of my makeup got on the towels this weekend. It's a new thing I'm doing. I'm wearing makeup on stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks really bad.
Well, after Rogan, I have to glow up, man. But the issue
You
is
got to figure out your tone.
I do, yeah. Not
Are
just
you a
vocally.
summer? Are you a winter?
I think I'm what's known as a midsummer because I look like
Nightmare.
I had my head crushed by a giant mallet in a ceremony. I'm wearing my Igbo shirt. No big deal. My nipples are hard, so I'm using the pillow.
You're fucking a pillow.
This pillow thing was always cool because girls, when when they were like, I remember being in college and like girls would like hug a pillow because they wanted to block their boobs, and it's like, hey baby, you could have the whole fucking mattress. I know what's under there. Give me all of that.
They would instinctually find a pillow or just something to put something between them and you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Maybe a gun.
Yeah.
Maybe a picture of their father, the lawyer.
Just a sharpened spear, sometimes a flaming torch. Yeah.
Interesting.
Their
I don't know
picture.
if- I remember the ladies grabbing a pillow.
Oh, they grab a pillow. I mean, they used to do everything, man, And I'd be in the corner,
They used
setting
to
the
do
lights down.
everything,
I would turn the lights down, and I would turn on Goldfrapp, and I'd say, hey, one of us is getting fingered. I hope it's you.
Goldfrapp.
Yeah, remember Goldfrapp?
Can't think of them. No,
Yeah.
I was a Goldfinger guy.
Man,
One
if
of us
you...
is getting Goldfingered tonight.
and then maybe you'll get gold-membered. That's where I pretend to be a smaller version of them and crawl inside their body. R.I.P. Vern Troyer. We're all thinking about you, buddy.
It's all you think about is
Yeah.
Vern Troyer.
It's Vern Troyer.
You watch YouTube and it's Vern Troyer's greatest hits and misses.
Yeah.
And so it's like a scene from Goldmember, or
and
The
then-
Spy Who Shagged Me, and then Sex Tape,
Right.
and then back to the hits.
And it's a real Russian roulette what you're going to come to. Just blast to Dr. Evil throwing him across the set. You're like, oh no. What am I into? Does this mean I'm into Afterbirth? I really liked that movie. But that's not the point,
It could be the point.
What if that was
For
the
as long
whole
as we
pod?
want it to be.
Yeah, what if this was just a Vern Troyer pod?
They just want to hear us be sincere, and they know you're being sincere. They know you're not trying to get clout or like suck up to Mike Myers by praising, because you don't praise Mike Myers, you praise Vern Troyer.
I am all about VT.
What about the direction that Vern got from Mike Myers and whoever
Hey, Vern,
directed?
could you like be smaller? What if you were like even littler somehow? You ever think about that, Vern? Can we get Vern's union rep in here, or like his agent or something? Because I can't hear this little ant talk he's doing.
You know what I would imagine was Mike Myers' plan once, you know,
Put him in a
what comes
pillowcase.
next. No, if the love guru wouldn't have like shit the bed so bad, I'll bet he wanted to get his hands on that little guy from Island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh my god.
Because he was smaller than Vern.
He could like sleep in a shoebox, that guy.
There's him, and then the smallest woman is that she's very tiny. I think she's from India.
Petite Patel.
No.
I'm on her OnlyFans.
Ew. Not ew, but come on.
But gross.
Don't do that.
Not
Don't
ew,
do
but yuck.
How about your OnlyFans joke? Greatest hits and misses. Sam T. Tell him.
That's in the fucking...
Tell the joke. Tell the joke that sucked.
Why don't you set me up?
So, Sam, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Byron Allen.
Comics Unleashed with Nathan Lund.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Byron.
No, Nathan Lund can host the show.
Welcome to Comics Unleashed with Byron Graham. Sam, I heard you recently had an encounter with a fan, a young lady.
Should I tell like John Roy did last night on Comics Unleashed?
2011.
Well, yeah. I did. I was doing a show in Pittsburgh, Steel City, Irontown, Three Rivers. That's one too many. And I had a girl from OnlyFans show up to the show. She was completely nude. She came right from work.
That's great. Hey, man, Finesse Mitchell, I heard you did something.
Shit.
No, you're not Finesse.
I done some shit, man. Done a lot of shit I'm not proud of. I was a teacher. I was a preacher. I was cast in the ice skating Jack Reacher. Jack on ice. Jack, you know shit about ice. That's what I said.
2011. Yeah, the OnlyFans thing got us.
Last night in bed here at 3:30 a.m.
Some other stuff in bed. Greatest hits and misses in bed was Restless Egg Syndrome, which is kind of a hit and a miss, night to night, town to town.
It's the Alpha and Omega.
The big one in bed was Those Were My Pants.
Those Were My Pants came out of a bed just like this in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a hit everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah,
twice
that's
on Sunday.
That's a banger. Yeah, Restless Egg Syndrome, I remember I almost like fell out of bed and hit my head.
Passed out.
Yeah, I was choking on my own tongue, like Hannibal Lecter's cell partner. Remember that? Silence of the Lambs? That guy
His
like...
face cut off.
Well, no, that guy, when
I
what's
Can
her
Smell Your
name comes
Cunt.
in.
That's
yeah,
at the beginning.
and he throws load on her.
I heard it was just lotion.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's not real jizz. No, actually, Jodie Foster insisted.
She's a method actor.
I gotta get into it. If I smell Jergens, I'm gonna be taken right out of it.
Oh, yeah, when she was in Nell, she was nude and in the dirt for 3 months.
She got kicked in the head by a horse.
That's right. Yeah, they held her head in a bowl of punch. Yeah, no, but he makes the cellmate, talks the cell partner, the neighbor, into swallowing his own tongue.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Chews his tongue off.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Not
Yeah.
the one who says, I can smell your cunt, or else it would have sounded. I can know your cunt.
Yuck.
I can smell. She's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I can smell your cunt. What? I chewed off my own tongue.
Yeah. It's
I can smell your cunt.
and Brad Garrett did that voice too. He was everywhere. My dad, I just drove to Detroit with my father. He came in.
You moved.
I moved, everyone. I'm
Track
out.
him down. Find him.
No.
Bring me a picture of him asleep in his own bed.
What's the bounty on that?
I'll stop burping. Wink. I'm drinking club soda.
Yeah.
I'm like Tanner in Home Alone. Is it Tanner? Drinking Pepsi. He's
Yeah.
gonna wet the bed.
No, I'm not.
No, he gives that smile. That was a Culkin.
Yeah. That was a little roar bit.
The littlest one.
Yeah.
Toad Culkin.
Toad Culk. R.I.P.
Come with it now.
It's a new era. But yeah, we drove across the country.
It's fine.
And I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, when's the last time you were in Chicago? And he's like, well, when we drove out here, when you were about 11 years old, we drove out to Cleveland, we went through Chicago, we took that Skyway. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I was reading Silence of the Lambs in the back of the car and
11,
just terrified the whole time. And he was like, you were reading Silence of the Lambs at 11? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, what was I up to?
I wasn't around a lot.
It's before he got sober. He was like, whoa, what was I up to? I don't know, Dad. Drinking Red Dog? Going on walks to get photographs and then coming back and washing your hands? Yeah, I remember.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
What about the story he told you about Elizabeth?
Jesus Christ. My dad is, as he gets older, he's getting quieter. But when he does
time
pipe
to talk
up,
or time to listen. You get older, it's time to listen.
yeah, well, it seems that it's actually time to be scrolling on Instagram, and then as I'm going 85 miles per hour in the rain, he goes, check this one out. It's just a lady with like her legs kicked up, and she has one high heel on. Because you remember the famous quote when we were in Nice. My father, me, David Bory, my sister, and we're walking at night, and my dad points to a woman wearing stockings, and he says, God, there's just something about black hose at night. And me and David were like, what? What the hell did you just say?
Yeah, what? Come again?
Yeah.
If you can.
I already did.
Damn, black hose.
I can smell your gong. Yeah, black hose at night because he loves pantyhose in the nightfall. But man, that tickled us.
Such a turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Black hose at night.
It's kind of like he knew what he was doing and then played dumb for the laughs. Yeah, classic Dave T. But he told me that he grew up with a guy named Rick Regals. And this is all, court record, so I'm not saying anything out of school. Rick Regals, I knew.
For clout.
Yeah.
This is true crime, not false crime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're a true crime pod now, so you're welcome. We're Ninja Turtles of supervillains and true crime and Brad Garrett truthers. But he was like, yeah, that Rick Regals, I knew that guy, man. I've known 2 murderers my whole life. Because I was telling him how, like, Sam Hyde has this intensity about him that is very overwhelming. And he was like, yeah, man, I've known some intense people. I knew 2 murderers. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, Rick Regals, man. Yeah, we grew up drinking together. He was all cut. He was fucking roofing, doing contracting. He was hot. He had a fucking tight body, man. And he just started looking out the window. It's like, Dad, come back. He's like, oh, sorry, I was lost in Rick.
Give me that pen.
But anyway.
I want to write something down.
Yeah. But Rick Regals, notoriously, so his wife was super hot, and he let himself go, and she had to go to work, like waiting tables or something. So she would wear like a mini skirt to work.
She had to go to her job at OnlyFans, so she'd take off her mini skirt.
Yeah.
Get on the bus nude.
Well, see, if you fill in the blanks, it's great. Maybe I'll grow the bit. Maybe it's not long enough.
Maybe you have to know the person telling the joke for 18 years before it hits. No.
Yeah.
It was just funny that it fell
You
flat.
were nuked last night. I said
good,
that and you were out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She came straight from work. It's a Dr. Kev joke. We should sell it to Dr. Kev.
He'd love it. Yeah. Yeah, so when you laugh really hard at something, I'm like, that's the only time I'm like, well, I'll write that down because Lund's over there. Fucking, I'm Hannibal Lecter. He's choking on his own tongue. But Rick Regals, he ended up
Let himself go.
Let himself go. Got fat. Come home from work one day. Dinner's not on the table. It's actually breakfast because he like worked nights or something. And then he comes home. I don't think I was in high school. I was in middle school or elementary school still. So like 5th, 6th, 7th.
95.
No. This
98.
was 96, 7, 8, 9, right around there. Anyway, he comes home.
Coming on strong.
Yeah, it was a crazy time. I mean, Eminem, Slim Shady was still alive. It was nuts. But he comes home, breakfast isn't ready. So in the kitchen in front of his 2 young children, takes a gun, blows his wife's head off. Okay, and so I thought that then he turned the gun on himself and said goodnight forever, gave his kids the ultimate gift of
Self-high five.
Yes. 2 for 1.
It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Hey kids, take a gander at this.
Hey, you guys want to see? You want to see feminism at play? This is equality.
You want to know what your mom was thinking?
It's written on the wall.
God. So yeah, just total nightmare.
So I thought that he then ended his own life in front of his kids, but no. Instead, as his wife is bleeding out, he calls 911 and he says, "Hey, yeah, it's Regals. No need to send the EMT. Just send the coroner. I'll be right here." And then he hangs up the phone and he sits at the dinner table and finishes his coffee with his 2 children and his wife dead on the ground.
Yeah.
So that's the official story as told by Dave T.
Then he got picked up.
Got picked up.
Went to prison.
Forever.
You went and saw him once a week.
I would go put money on his books, make sure he had enough soups and Reese's Pieces. Yeah. I mean, he was cool, man. We're all flawed. We're all just people. He's a child of God, just like you and me.
You think it was because breakfast wasn't ready?
No, I think it's because he had a great life, and his wife had to go to work, and he could no longer be a provider, and he went to seed, and he lost his hot body. Then he comes home, and he sees his wife shaking that thing that he was once enamored with, but now barely moves the needle in his little fucking tight pants. And my dad was like, "Yeah, Rick got kind of dark." And I was like, "No shit, dude." The guy who blew his wife's brains out over fucking Eggos. But he said that he would see Rick at the liquor store, and Rick Regals would have like a 30 rack of like Keystone Light or whatever the cheapest beer was. My dad would be like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And he'd be like, "It's the cheapest. You got a problem with it?"
Defensive.
Right away.
You want to judge me?
Yeah. You're not God, are you? Are you? You got to tell me. I know my rights. I'm a man. I'm a man still, Dave. Does push-ups.
God, yeah. Every time I think, surely Sam has told me every awful thing that happened in his small hometown.
Shout out Elizabeth.
No, there's no bottom to that well. It's just,
and the well's poisoned.
It's unwell.
Somebody poisoned the water hole.
I'm not well, and she's thumbs up next to a well.
Elizabeth. Yeah.
Cardinals logo slapped on the well. Yeah, just insane.
Really bad all the time.
True crime podcast. We just live in Elizabeth for a year and talk to folks. Hey, what do you got? Byron Allen style.
Hey.
Yeah, you had a dad, right? Like, yeah, for a little bit. Then that horse stepped on his spine.
So I heard your kid drowned in a river of chocolate. The Gloops live there.
The Gloops.
The white clumps.
Roald Dahl is from Elizabeth. And he just wrote down what he saw. He's like, this is great.
It's all nonfiction.
This is sick.
Well, there was that kid who drowned in all those peaches. Old Jimmy Peach. Yeah.
Yeah, Roald took the creative liberty of having the million peaches form one giant one.
That's right, yeah.
But otherwise it was real.
James and the Giant Peach isn't real, right?
That's been hit and miss.
Yeah.
Making fun of schizophrenia.
I love it. It's such a good bit.
It's a tough... It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it must be hard as opposed to like, I don't know. It's not punching down.
You're empathizing, yeah. I just love the idea of a guy coming into the kitchen and being like, "Hey, Becky, killer party. Hey, I love what you did with the fairy lights outside. And hey, this wine, this is good stuff. I like a Merlot, but this cab, awesome. By the way, I'm not Beethoven, right?" The dog, I mean. Because I know that I'm the composer, but I'm not also the dog, right?
Santa's not fucking a sheep in the corner, right?
Right? Just reason with me. Tell me the truth.
Make sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird parties going around.
Yeah, my mental health is not your issue, but it is my responsibility. So, the floor's not lava, right? Because I heard rumors that the floor might be lava.
I thought my feet were getting hot, but
They are kind of. Can you feel my feet?
But the doors, aren't all open to allow for some nice cool breeze coming through.
Right, yeah.
So it's warm in here, but yeah, like
Floor's not like liquid magma, right?
liquid magma.
I'm not Dr. Evil. Just want to make sure I'm not. I know I'm losing my hair.
Vern Troyer died, right? So he couldn't possibly be here staring at me.
I'm not a Krang of Vern Troyer, am I? Man, he was straight up Krang. IRL Krang. Man, what a missed opportunity.
Krang had little arms, didn't he?
So did Vern.
Like Meatwad.
Yeah.
Meatwad and Krang
Uh-huh.
would kick it.
Yeah, Meatwad was Krang was proto Meatwad.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're crossing all types of streams when it comes to pop culture tonight. That's what this pod is. We do true crime about Elizabeth. We talk about Brad Garrett's hits and misses. We break down bits. We review different beds. And, of course, Vern Troyer stuff. Yeah.
Troyer throwback.
Mm-hmm. My dad also
Mike
told
Myers
me.
adjacent.
My dad told me that his great grandfather, so my great great grandfather, was a captured slave, which means you know what that means. We can start saying it, boys.
The Irish were slaves.
No. So on both sides of my dad's family, my grandfather's people were brought over as indentured servants they were like Scots-Irish way back in the day. And then, like, the Tallents have been in America since, like, America didn't have a name. But then my great-great-great-grandfather or whatever was a Mexican in Chihuahua. And he was captured by slavemen, slave peddlers, slave pushers.
Slave diddlers.
Yeah, well, for sure. And that was just called smooching back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then he was brought up to New Mexico, what became New Mexico, and sold off to a guy, and then Catholic missionaries came by and said, hey, slaves are bad, and as a sign of repentance, the guy freed my great-great-great-grandfather. And then he just, like, took up shelter in the nearest cave and started grinding beans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how the Escabels got into America, in cages.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them now.
Sitting in beds.
Flying high.
Mm-hmm. Drinking Propel vitamin waters. This is the worst.
Is it?
Yeah, it tastes like if someone drank Gatorade and then spit it into your mouth. It's terrible. It's clear, first of all. I want a clear beverage. What am I, a fish? Grow up.
Mm.
My dad also said Black Sabbath was overrated.
They are, right?
No, dude. Black Sabbath rules.
They got a couple songs.
They got nothing but heaters. Yeah, it's all heaters and beaters. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, they're overrated, man. I mean, Deep Purple was around first. And I was like, why don't you go to bed, you old bitch? Why don't you take one of your fucking snooze pills and I'll see you in 8 hours? He slept like a vampire all over Indiana.
In the car?
Yeah, just like this, in the car.
It's weird in the car.
Oh, yeah. He's a weird old guy.
Laying all the way back?
No, because we had a bunch of stuff in the back seat. So he's upright vampire. And his lip is quivering as he sleeps.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And so, yeah, you drove in a hellacious rainstorm. The effects hundreds of miles away from Hurricane Beryl.
Hurricane Burl or Barrel or Burlap. Whoa.
You're going to get in trouble.
I'm Lund. Let me start picking.
Stop biting my style.
Yeah, Hurricane Beryl or Tropical Depression Beryl rained pain
Beryl.
as soon as we hit the Illinois border. So we drove through Illinois and Indiana and Michigan just in hellacious sideways rain. I was in the Impala, of course, my wife and Katerina.
Taking the power back.
Yeah,
making a statement.
They're driving a U-Haul 37 miles per hour.
Elma and Louise in there living free.
They're holding hands. The bras are out the window. They have to use them to clean the windshield. Luckily, they were both huge, so it was okay. Yeah, no, it was really scary. Katerina drove in that rain. She was tough as hell. And then Emily took over, and fuck, it was so scary.
I'll bet.
I told my dad, I was like, Nathan Lund is not the best driver, but if there's bad storm, there's no one I want behind the wheel more than Lund.
Thank you.
Yeah. Remember, because when you drove in that literal tornado in Iowa with me, you, Andy Sell, Sharpie? Remember that?
To forget. Damn
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a random hotel room because we had to.
Because the sky was green.
It was nuts. Yes. I drove in that.
It was like a hydra of tornadoes.
I cried in the bathroom so nobody could see.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
But I remember it was fucked.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to spend that money on a hotel room, but we literally had to.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
The underpass.
Under the overpasses were full a couple times in a row, so that was not an option to like wait it out. And it looked scary everywhere, so it wasn't going to be over anytime soon.
No.
So yeah, we got a room, and it was
surge pricing, so they fucked us.
Was it?
No, but it was like a Red Roof Inn somewhere in Iowa, and I remember we were like, yeah, there's 6 of us. We're going in that room. And the lady was like, and we were like, we're going in the room. Have you seen outside? I think Cam Omlad was with us, and he handled it all.
That was the big one? No. Cell and Cam, it was 2011. Andy only did California with us then.
Oh, yeah, and he had like a Lost Prophet CD that we threw out the window.
Flipside.
Flips.
Burnside.
No, Flipside.
Flipside.
Yeah. Burnside's the skate park, I think, in Pennsylvania, where we are.
Portland?
Yeah, maybe. Legalize it. You've been saying that a lot on stage. That's been cracking me up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been all right.
You should make legalized Lund shirts.
I feel like that's kind of hack. That legalize it is probably hack, right?
No.
Okay.
It's making me laugh, and I'm a genius. Remember the OnlyFans joke?
Right.
That I told twice tonight on stage in the same set?
Did you?
Yeah, I called back
Tried
to it.
Again?
Yeah, I came back and I was like, she came from work, like 20 minutes after I told it. That got a laugh.
Good.
Yeah.
Good shows at the Pittsburgh Improv.
God, and Morgantown.
123 Pleasant, dude. Hit up Cody Cannon. Do a show there, comics, if you're funny.
Even if you're not, you know? It's never stopped Cody from booking people before. They won't even notice.
He can't say no.
Yeah. He can't blink either.
That was very fun.
The man's insane.
Do his laugh. You would think it was a preposterous caricature.
Yeah, you think that I'm kidding
it
right
sounded
now.
like that.
And he's also sitting by the stage and not blinking, just... like when I like take a sip of water, he's just losing it. He's all seeing ones and zeros, and they're all on fire. Wonder if Cody was in Butler tonight.
Dude.
We're an hour away, baby.
Rest in peace, Don JT.
No, he's alive and stronger.
Don Juan.
I mean, so we are in Pittsburgh right now. It's 4 a.m. Our flight's in an hour because we're very good at planning this kind of stuff out. Well, I told Lund, if we weren't such pleasure seekers, we wouldn't have had to.
We would have had to miss out on a couple of cool things in order.
Yeah, 2 really cool things.
Yeah, some fun stuff.
Fun bags
to do the pod.
Shout out Allie. Shout out Tim.
Yeah, fun on the boat. Great time. But yeah, this is where we're at now.
Yeah, we went on a boat with 2 pod fans, 2 hardworking Americans out there trying to make an honest dollar, and they took us on a boat, and we went on all 3 of Pittsburgh's rivers.
What's the one?
Allegheny.
No, the Muddy Bottom.
Monongahela.
Monongahela. All right.
I don't know. The Ohio.
That's
my Zen. And yeah, we went out there, man, and we were like, should we bring trunks? And Tim was like, if we get in the water, we're shipwrecked. We're not getting in the water otherwise. And I was like, okay. So I told Joe, and he wore his best culottes.
Yeah, he had trunks in the car.
He had various pairs of trunks.
Left him behind.
Joe Esch, European homosexual.
Not yet.
Well, he's gay now. And what's the difference? Some of our listeners are saying. But yeah, and then as soon as we get out there, he anchors, and they fucking serve up some sliders and some fucking buffalo chicken dip and some 7-layer. And as soon as the tops came off those 7 layers, our tops came off too, and we followed old Allie into the water and floated and bobbed.
I'm surprised that Tim said no. Maybe he meant he wasn't planning on getting in the water, but he could have said Allie gets in the water, and then we would have known, well, yeah, then we'll get in the water. I thought it was a thing where, like, almost no one got in unless you were completely insane or on fire or something.
Yeah, or you fell out of a canoe.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, it was fine. Maybe you don't want to go in it every day for a decade. But yeah, I'm glad we got in.
We got in there.
I want to get in water. I want to jump off of a boat.
I want to be in the confluence of the fucking veins and arteries of this great nation. You know? That's what I was in.
Swim on.
Yeah, I want to get wet.
I want to pee. And I'm not going to be able to pee when everybody's looking at me not being able to pee.
Yeah, like Joe Esch. Little Joe Esch took 5 different positions to figure out how to urinate off the back of that boat.
Kneeling.
He stood. He sat
down.
with his feet out. Yeah, he went face down, ass up. Yeah, he said, "Come and get me, boys. I can pee when my prostate's engaged."
What did you say? Hold your breath?
Yeah, hold your breath works.
You said several times, yeah, if you hold your breath, you'll pee. You hold your breath, you'll pee. It's fine. You hold your breath, you'll either pass out or you pee. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's not as simple as hold your breath and you'll pee.
Well, yeah, but when you pass out, you hit your head, you piss. Yeah, I mean, it's going to work either way. But yeah, so yeah, Joe finally had to get in the water to urinate, and Allie got in the water. She's got him. I think that's public record. That's okay to say.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Putting food on the table.
Man, really just exciting stuff all around. Lovely people. Eye candy galore. Tim, hot, but not in like an intimidating way.
Yeah, he was pretty...
He was stacked.
Slightly jacked.
Yeah.
A little bit jacked.
He had like Donkey Kong body. He got that from like throwing barrels at plumbers.
Yeah, the Italian guys.
Yeah. An Italian guy. That gets me every time. But yeah.
Thanks so much.
But we
It's always nice to meet a fan.
It's fun
like
to be
and subscribe.
It's fun to be out with Joe Esch too, because he's horny for both of us, but mostly for you.
He's got a big crush on me, which is nice.
Yeah, you're his type.
Apparently, against all rhyme or reason.
Against all of God's laws and man's logic. Yeah. Well, he shows a picture of this boy he's been flirting with in Germany, and he's just you from 2012. Just young Lund.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun to see.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we were shaking our sweet things in front of Joe.
we're teases.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, can you tie my shoe?
You wish.
Look where your head's at. Touching the back of his head a lot.
That made me think of that joke I had about Tondrick, my gym teacher. Hey, Tondrick, get a load of this. Instead of being scared, we like made fun of each other about him.
Diddling you guys?
Yeah. Hey, what? Hey, Tondrick, guess what? I forgot to bring underwear, so I guess I'm going out in just my little shorts.
Yeah.
I hope nobody pulls them down.
Hey, Tondrick, the bottom half of my T-shirt got ripped off. Let's go out there navel blazing. You'll be navel gazing. I'm 9.
Yeah, man.
Tondrick, I'm a virgin.
For now.
Yeah.
It's a long summer.
Hey, Tondrick, let's play hide and seek.
I don't live far
If you find
away.
me, you can fuck me. I'll be behind the couch.
Spoiler alert.
That Norm joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Norm made his assistant tell that joke to Rodney Dangerfield in a elevator. So he's like, yeah, tell Rodney that joke you like. And he was like, okay, there's these two guys and they're playing hide and seek. And one of the guys says, hey, let's play hide and seek. If you find me, you can fuck me in the ass. I'll be behind the couch. And Rodney Dangerfield goes, I'm not much for jokes, kid.
Whoa.
The guy who's most into jokes.
This whole thing.
Yeah. Hey, Tondrick, this is my whole thing.
You could swallow my thing whole.
Swallow my pride.
Barf it back up. Also, somebody told me, I think, that his last name wasn't Tondrick.
Yeah,
It was something
someone
else,
told you that he was not named Tondrick.
which is crazy.
I think it was that guy in Tokyo told you. Was that him?
No.
No.
He and I,
He was
Jonathan
post-Tondrick.
Sabet,
Mm-hmm.
only were in 7th grade together. Tondrick was in Evergreen Park, Illinois, so that was elementary school.
Some still say he's still there to this day. Sniffing everyone's lockers. You get stuck. Boys, I'm stuck.
When you feel like you're being watched and nobody's there, that's old Tondrick.
That's old Tauntaun.
But yeah, it wasn't his last name. I can't remember what it really was. It was something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's in prison.
Oh,
with
yeah.
old Regals or whatever.
Yeah. Rick Regals. Rick Regals.
Ravishing Rick Regals. His old wrestling name.
Yeah, that guy was no good, and those kids were haunted. Let me tell you.
Did they stay in
Elizabeth? Yeah.
They paid for the house, so it was theirs. Blank check situation.
I don't know. I feel like they actually moved in with that woman who tried to raise Nick Salazar, past guest. I think they moved in with Mary, who took in Nick after a similar situation.
Yeah, she got off on it. That was her whole thing.
Yeah. She was real krang, dude. Mary was straight kranging that thing.
Snail trail everywhere she went.
Oh, yeah. The original Guiguo, Mary.
two Guigos tonight. You know who I'm talking about.
We had one guy who couldn't have been more smushed. If he was any more smushed, he would have been flat. He would have been two-dimensional. Poor
What's
guy.
His name Barrel. He rocked us like a hurricane. Yeah, front and center, big fan.
Yeah.
Nice,
ridiculous
nice
shirt.
as hell. Yeah, crazy shirt. Prove my point. Just crazy shirt.
Every fat guy has to wear the dumbest shirt anyone's ever seen.
They're all really dumb.
Yeah.
Almost every shirt that we can wear is dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm. That's not on me.
No.
The shirt is though.
Igbo.
Igbo. Yeah, he was up front and center.
I was mostly thinking of the two ladies' jean jackets, both denim jacket, dress, drunk as hell.
Yes.
Just kind of
bumping around.
flipping and flopping.
Yeah.
Guigo.
Yeah, their breasts were like pushed up and tattooed.
Pushed up, dumped.
Yeah, one said like cash and the other one said money. Yeah. The other one said
No
rough.
limit.
Yeah, riders.
Rough rider. Spelled wrong. Rider strong.
Yeah. He runs a book podcast.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they were cool.
I thought he ate a gun.
Oh, Ryder?
Good for Ryder.
He's strong, man.
Ride or die.
He got out after Boy Meets World and like went to Columbia or
went straight.
something.
Yeah, got out before Dan Schneider could suck on his toes.
Yeah. He's the ultimate Tondrick.
Allegedly, man. He's trying to take the power back. He's like suing Nickelodeon or suing the documentary people. And he's like, I'm a good guy. Guiguo. I'm not a smusho. I'm a guiguo. All right, there's a difference. It's like Ebola-phile and pedophile.
Yeah.
It's not Ebola. It's something like that.
Hebephile.
Hebephile.
I'm guessing.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah. Nice try.
You just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
You just wanted to slur.
No.
Slave
blood.
Slurs. Do we have copy?
Yeah, we do. I'll pull it up.
Copy.
Tell them where we're going to be,
Copy
Lund.
that. Dude, I get to see your house next weekend.
Dude.
I get to stay right outside of your house.
Yeah.
According to Emily. She said, I want to be able to live in it for a year before Lund ruins it.
Yeah.
We paid a lot of money. I don't want it to depreciate in the first 8 days that we own it. So I get to sleep nearby.
Yeah.
But
You can sleep in Susanna's little playhouse.
yeah.
She'll be
Or
your landlord.
That crazy little, it looks like a tiny hole, like a hobbit hole.
Yeah.
But is it just like a shed? Or it's like it's a playhouse. You're
Playhouse,
saying. I
yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay out there. I'll be cozy.
You'll be all right.
The bugs will just swallow me whole.
Dude, those bugs are fucked.
Yeah, you got to be careful. out there.
God damn it, dude. Well, after swimming in the poison rivers of Pittsburgh, if I don't die next week, I can never die.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a trial by fire.
Oh, yeah. Everyone.
Trial by fire
I told
ants.
people on stage, I was like, yeah, I peed in the river. And they were like, oh, no. Your penis is going to have bugs in it. And I was like, well, those bugs are going to be hungry.
But yeah, we're at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Royal Oak next weekend.
A bit of a
18th,
homecoming.
19th, 20th.
Yeah. We'll be right there, man. Excited about that.
Yeah.
Doop, 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 wow.
Hopefully we'll see Brad Wenzel.
Yeah, Brad will
he's
come out.
around.
Yeah.
He's-
Louis Michaels hosting.
Sick.
And then also Amsterdam, I think August 3rd, and Rome, I think August 15th, my fine felted friend.
Oh, yeah, we got a show over there.
Yeah, and the guy...
I'm not doing Amsterdam. I'll be in Rome.
Yeah, but the guy was like, you should not do a show. It's bad time. I was like, what? And he's like, no one's in Italy at this time. No one will attend. No one speaks English. You should not do a show. I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. And I was like, all right, well, we need it for the travel show. And he's like, okay, but it will be bad for the show. Do you want the show to be good? Because the show that you're going to do for the other show will be a bad show.
It will not be okay.
It will not be okay. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do a show. Let's do a show. If
Who
it
cares?
sucks, who cares?
You can't arrest us all.
I also don't understand. People in Rome will be gone because they go on vacation.
Those 2 weeks,
But-
Rome is empty.
But Europeans go to Rome on vacation.
No. Everyone leaves Italy and they all go to Spain and Greece.
Nobody goes on holiday.
No, because it's gonna
Rome.
be fucking Tokyo again. It's gonna be 1,000,000 degrees, dude.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Paris again.
but we'll have the streets to ourselves. I like that.
Streets to ourselves, but
We can tag wherever we want. School sucks.
Yeah.
El Bardo was here.
Luigi was wrong.
What's that?
Bowser was right. They're Italian. Yeah. Peach was a bitch. Hey, Peach, I can smell your cunt.
I can smell your con.
I can smell your cunt.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's okay.
Not okay, guys. Oh, it's okay.
My Chemical Romance. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm really not okay.
You know what's not okay? Walking around with a smelly ass.
Oh, stinky,
Yeah.
sticky ass.
Creamy.
Creamy. Garlic. Fully loaded, like a baked potato.
You know what we have?
What?
Those spaghettellas. We've got those creamy clamshells that we got from Colangelo's. Yeah, hey guys, thanks for listening.
Do with them?
They're in the fridge.
They're in
I
here.
put them in the fridge.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We have like 6 pastries in that fridge.
Spogliatella.
How much time is left in this?
20?
Fuck. I think we did enough.
No. Let's give them the full shit.
Becker, if that wasn't good, don't use it. But you know what is good and you should use?
Tushy?
Tushy.
Yeah.
We are selling so many bidets.
They love us.
Well, they love us, but also I think a lot of our listeners can't reach their actual butthole with their hands because it's so deep or they're gweeged.
They get prescribed a tushy by a doctor.
Right, yeah.
So they have to get one.
The state
and then they
steps
break
in.
that one.
Right.
So they have to get a second one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'll bet there's a great warranty or money back guarantee if you smush it in the first 30 days. Go to the website for more.
Smush it with Tush It. If you're walking around outside in this heat, you're already gross. Okay.
If you get out of bed in the summer, you're instantly fucked.
If the summertime your butt is a mess, you better clean it up or you're not having sex. In the summertime, you got a bidet in your cheeks.
Mungo Tushy.
Yeah. Don't make it worse by not using a bidet. Tushy has you covered with their bidet that gives you a precise stream of water that'll clean things up. Mm-hmm. That's what that rushing Allegheny did to my butt. I stood in front of the headwaters.
It might have put something in that a tushy might be able to get out. And again, this is not legally binding.
No.
That tushy can get rid of your giardia or your fucking
rubella,
tunnel worm.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to stand over the tushy with your urethra pulled open.
While peeing, blast it.
And
Cross
fight fire
streams.
with fire. It uses only fresh water. All right. Well, that's good. That's what we need to do with our limited water resources is clean our little chapped holes. Not water from the bowl. So it's like taking a really specific shower. All right.
Butt shower.
Butt shower. And also it cuts down on toilet paper use by 80%.
It cuts down on my toilet paper use by 4,000%. Usually I want it to be clean.
Yeah.
And I make a little mess almost every time, so it takes a lot of TP.
Yeah.
And it gets annoying to have to go to the store, get some more. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it cuts way down. And sometimes I just do the tush and then like one wet wipe. I'm on my way.
So you still leave wet.
No, the wet wipe isn't dripping. The wet wipe is just, a little...
Push, tush, wipe.
It's sick, man. I love it. I'm very happy that Megan finally stepped up and installed the tushy.
Yeah, there's a man in the relationship.
It's very easy. It takes like 4 minutes or whatever.
Unless you're mentally ill.
Unless you are so damaged by Tondrick and others that...
It's like your dad beat you with a bidet.
School sucks.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything that feels like homework or like a reading assignment.
The only thing is that
you can do it.
You can eat all the toilet paper you want now.
More to munch.
Yeah.
You don't. And disclaimer: he doesn't actually eat it.
I
he
just chew it up and spit it out.
And
yeah.
What? Compacted it down into little
as tight as
cubes.
I could because it was the only thing I could control at that point in my life as a young man. My dad was hanging out with Regals, taking notes.
Getting some tips.
Yeah.
He's drinking out of his Dad of the Year coffee mug. World's best husband.
Was it hard or was it easy? What was scarier? That it was easy? Yeah, that would scare me too. Tushy takes a few minutes to install and is a serious bathroom upgrade. So stay shower fresh all summer long and join the 2 million butts who have already switched to Tushy. For a limited time, Chubby Behemoth listeners get 10% off your entire order when you use code CHUBBY at checkout. That's 10% off your order at HELLOTUSHY.com/CHUBBY. Tush it.
Do it.
Tush it or push
Seriously,
it.
do it. You're not going to regret it.
Yeah.
We've sold you some snake oil in the past, but Tushy is tried and true. It's for real.
Yeah, sorry about that Lucy settlement. I know not everyone got their money back, but their tongues eroding.
A lot of people lost their lower jaw. They look like Roger Ebert, which if you're a big fan, you know that's my biggest nightmare, is getting mouth cancer and having to just have no jaw and then like a curtain. You have to look like Orville Peck for the rest of your life, except you can't sing and you're not hot.
Yeah, you're super shredder.
You got nothing. Super shredder.
Yeah. You're Krang and super shredder. You're shaped like Krang, but your jaw's missing. Oof. That's worse than having to watch Dunstan Checks In.
You're an amalgam
Yeah.
of Ninja Turtles characters, but you're not Baco, because Baco has agency.
Now, I think we should address our vicinity to the historic event of this evening.
From Dick Stinkley?
What?
Oh.
No,
yes.
the
From
attempted
tonight.
assassination
From tonight.
of former President Trump.
Yeah, future
Yeah.
President Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, all-time President Trump. I think that, first of all, it was in Butler, Pennsylvania, which was an hour away from us. So we were on stage, all right?
We weren't, but we were in the improv.
I'm just saying
5
we
minutes
didn't
after
do
it
it.
happened. Right,
Yeah.
no, we couldn't possibly have done it.
Yeah,
We
because the
weren't
shooter
there.
shot from the top of a building he had to climb up.
Yeah, we couldn't have gotten up
No,
there.
we could have
We
gone.
would have been seen.
For
it's
sure.
The boys.
Hey.
More
Sam
wide,
T.
More wide world. And we're just like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, can it?
We're doing something.
We're filming content.
Come to the show tonight.
Come on, we'll be there. Everyone cool.
We're already there.
We were never here. We're there right now. Yeah. Hey, she's got him. That's what I used the scope for. That's why that guy missed the shot, because some chick had a heavy pair. He gets up there and he's pingo. He throws off the weight balance. Yeah, I'd love to be a...
You know what was cool about what happened was almost immediately after, some of the dumbest people I know said with 100% certainty what was going on. Whether it was staged, whether it meant that he was definitely going to win the presidency, just 100% confidence that what they were saying was factual, accurate.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about nothing.
No,
man.
no.
You know less than a worm that got eaten by a dog.
And that dog was dumb if he's eating worms. So what's that make you?
The dog got... So it was a person, right? They hit their head. They rode a fucking Lime scooter without a helmet. Cracked their dome, turned
Or
into
they
a
were
dog.
riding around Detroit with my wife and Chelsea tonight.
Right. No, Chelsea fell on them.
Yeah.
Cracked their skull. No. It's a person that got turned into a dog. That dog person got kicked in the head by a horse. That dog... that horse-kicked dog person ate a worm, shit it out, and then the worm said, "This means he's gonna win for sure."
Well,
Okay.
well, I mean, dude, that picture of him coming up covered in blood and doing black power fists.
The only thing that would have been better was double bird.
Yeah.
That would have been, or if he did suck it, you know. But yeah, the fist was nuts. It looked crazy. Flag in the background. But yeah, double bird would have been, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. he calls for some cold Steve Weisers. Catches
My God, it's Hillary. It's Hillary.
Oh, you said that at the club. Yeah, that the glass shatters and by God, Hillary Clinton is here.
She's back. She's pissed.
She walks down like Steve with her head waggling. Long sleeve tee tucked into a pair of jean shorts with a belt on.
If Trump did the double bird covered in blood after an attempted assassination, I am campaigning for the man. That would have been... I mean, how can you ever argue again?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Oh, man.
But no, a lot of hot takes.
I got lightheaded there. Jesus Christ.
Said with the confidence of Wolf Blitzer and fucking Nate Silver combined.
Oh God.
And the Swami, Chris Berman. Just Here's what happened.
Rumpa-dump-dump, it's Trump rumbling up to the podium.
Here's what happened, folks. Also, you can trust me. I haven't paid my power bill on time for the last few months, so the lights are off. But I can tell you this:
Well, we thought it was a work right away.
it's hard not to question everything that we see. We were raised on Alex Jones and fucking
Art Bell,
Mythbusters.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. It is
Phil Hendry.
the first things that we thought that I think that a lot of people probably thought was there were so many gunshots and he didn't really get hit.
Missed a pretty big target there.
Yeah, he's right there. It's literally your whole thing is you're gonna shoot him and then you blow it. So that's crazy. Nobody seemed to run. Everybody kind of just ducked or cowered.
Right. Everyone in the stands, the photographers.
Yeah, looked weird. Just that visual was like didn't make sense to me because I'm sure it was chaotic, but you'd think that people would scramble.
Right, or scream maybe.
And then also just the fact that the Secret Service kind of tended to him right there and then slowly got him up and then eventually got him away. A lot of people are like, why wouldn't they have immediately gotten him the fuck out of there? But that could have been, just those
protocols.
Guys were new on the job. Or, they know something we don't, whatever.
Yeah.
But, it all looked weird. And, so when people say that shit with certainty that it was a work, that the fix is in, it's like, maybe. I mean, so many things are possible.
Well, Trump did tell the Secret Service that he was going to get color tonight, brother. So he went down there with a gimmick, I guess, and juiced himself the hard way.
Yeah, a little blade.
Yeah, a little blade nicked his ear, comes up. Just starts handing out stunners to the Secret Service for trying to protect him. Just doling them out.
Starts biting them like a scared dog. dog with a hurt paw.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll never know what the hell actually happened. But
to have the wherewithal, though, I mean, say what you will about the guy, but to fucking come up and throw it up, man.
Yeah, I also think that he was like barking at the. I think it was maybe a man and a woman in the Secret Service that were in front of him, between him and the hard cam.
Yeah,
I think he like got them away from him so that the camera could get his face when he said "fight."
Yeah.
Fight. I thought he was saying, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck you.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Hey, assassin, I've got 2 words for you. Nice shot. It's not the line, Don. Oh, suck me. No.
Suck me,
can
beautiful.
Can we take this thing from the top?
Yeah, man, it was wild. It definitely felt like weird, like crazy, like historic, momentous, what happens next? The world stood still. We go inside and start dicking around immediately.
Right away.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
And also because you could tell that he was not rocked. His shocks, relatively unrocked.
Yeah.
Overall. I mean, he looked pretty scared, freaked out.
Yeah.
But
he didn't have a heart attack or anything. He's 79 and total wad.
Diped up.
Yeah. The diaper was full tonight. God, that thing's going to sell for fucking $40 million. The Trump diaper from the assassination attempt.
I love Tushy. I don't know if they are going to be able to handle this one without reinforcements. But no.
Yeah, that bowl needs Secret Service to protect it from Trump's butt.
It would have been interesting if there would have been... if he would have needed to be stretchered out, if there were chest compressions, if he were unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Going into 2 shows,
Yeah.
But
especially if there's a guy out there just in fucking Pennsylvania shooting at fat guys. I would have been scared.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
Not of course.
Of course, yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Okay.
But it
high risk, high reward.
It would have been. I think it would have felt a little weirder in the room. But also, we kind of did what we do, which is like, hey, whatever the hell that was, we still have to like try to make you laugh.
That's
not
to make the
insane,
donuts.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I already made the donuts.
I ate all the donuts.
I already shot the donuts. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit intense. But we were boots on the ground reporting, man. We were here. Just testing the waters of a new America. We got to go to the airport tomorrow. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
We'll be fine.
We have to take our shoes off.
Yeah. Like, hey, you weren't in Butler last night, right? No. Okay. I think they got the guy who
He's dead.
blasted him. He's
killed.
We're going to assume the gender?
Pretty sure it was a dude.
Come on, man. That's not progress. Ladies is pimps, too.
Yeah, I don't know. The shooter is no longer active.
Shooter.
The shooter is getting dapped up by Vern Troyer right now.
Yeah, hey, man.
And getting shown the ropes.
Welcome to the Brotherhood. Yeah, Vern is your fucking escort to heaven. That sucks. It's like,
He opens the pearly gates for you. It takes forever.
yeah. It's like, hey, Vern, nice to meet you, man. I heard there was a hell of a roller coaster up here. Can we? I don't know where it is. I'm not allowed. There's still rules. There's regulations. That's happened. But can I interest you in some tiny things? Some little guy stuff?
You can suck your own dick, but you don't have to whenever I'm around.
Oh, God.
What? He wants to blow the guy.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh.
I get the bit.
I thought you were lost. Needed me to hold your hand like Vern on the stairway to heaven.
I need
Do you hold your hand?
this little hand in yours.
See, there's only one. You're not really helping me.
It's an escalator,
you
Vern.
don't need to take me by the hand. Yeah, we're going up to. There's no like stops.
If it's actual stairs and Vern has to
slinky going up,
Can you carry me?
you just throw him up a ways, and then catch up to him.
Because there's no pain up there. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. You kick him like a can down the road. Oh, I didn't know a baby was going to show me around heaven. Very funny.
In heaven, he's 6'2", deep voice.
Yeah, in heaven he's 4'10", and he's stoked. Man, I can't believe how much we talk about Vern Troyer on this podcast. But he really occupies a sacred space in my heart. We've covered a lot of the hits, Vern Troyer and What Happens in Heaven. That's like our two obsessions.
Ninja Turtles.
Is there an afterlife, and is Vern Troyer real?
Burping, picking.
Yeah, you're going for it right
I'm
now.
literally picking right now.
Yeah, get out of there, dude.
Why?
It looks like you're touching yourself.
Touching my ball bag.
Stop touching your ball bag
I'm
on the
itching
YouTube.
it by pinching. What?
Well, you were like, this one's not going to be good. We're
Arrest me.
exhausted. And here we are.
It's been very fun.
It's the best one.
It's been very fun. It's just
Besides that strange phone call from my wife in head wound.
Chelsea staring. I was staring.
Maybe they're getting them on right now.
Fuck,
That'd be great.
Nuts.
Be cool. Just take a minute to think about that.
You'll never know.
Oh, I'll know.
They won't tell you.
They'll tell me.
Oh.
I hope.
They'll never tell. They're Brittany Murphy'd up.
Oh, shit.
She's from Detroit, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, Girl Interrupted, too. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
I guess. It was pretty heavy.
I liked it, man. They were hot.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. But yeah, great weekend in Pittsburgh and Morgantown. 123 Pleasant. And Allie and Tim. Should we plug Allie's OnlyFans? I mean, is that insane?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. I don't know. Well, maybe if we get the green light, we
It's
share.
none of our business, but she's a hardworking woman.
Help her out.
Fucking Muhammad in Chicago, the Palestinian Mo, he was like, dude, is that who I think it is? And I was like, what? And he was like, does she have an OnlyFans? And I was like, yes. And he said, I knew it.
Yeah, a few people are fans, followers, supporters.
I know. And I was like, Are you a pig? And he says, oh, yeah, and she feeds us pigs the best slop. So that was a rousing endorsement from a man who loves a really heavy pear. He likes a couple of iron domes.
All right.
Well, you know. Yeah, sorry, Mo. We're all rooting for you, buddy. I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
T's and P's.
And we have to get on a flight in
T-minus
12 minutes, so
yeah, we should probably say goodbye, but not for long, because we'll be back together in just a few days,
in Royal Oak there.
and we will,
Oh, you know what we should try and do?
Vern Troyer and such.
Join the Patreon.
Yeah, good call.
Well, when we just say it, no one like we get people on there, but join it. What if we like surprise them?
They don't see it coming.
Yeah, the Patreon, join it.
Patreon.com/Chubby
Behemoth.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
Shock them. Shock and awe.
Yeah, stern but fair.
Shock, no jaw.
Oh no, full Ebert.
I'm Ebert.
I'm Ebert. Hi, welcome.
I want to eat a gun, but I can't. I don't have a lower jaw, so I can't.
Or what if it's
Kill me.
welcome to heaven. It's me, America's film critic.
There's just like two pieces of wood with like a big nail halfway driven through for a jaw. It's like, why? Well, a lot of the scientists are in hell. Most surgeons.
It goes against God's will.
That's true.
Why tinker with his masterpiece?
Take my jaw, please. I thought I'd be whole up here. No, I just have fucking two pieces of driftwood from the Allegheny, so everything itches.
Yeah. Oh, good night.
Good night and good luck.